No.
So I did feel like he did use his weight really good against him, because he was able to every single time Floyd landed a power shot, Logan would clinch, and Floyd afterwards gave him a lot of credit for being
Lots
good
of hugging.
grappling.
Lots of hugging.
But yeah, it was
Like,
I don't know. I wasn't anticipating it. I wasn't expecting a knockout, but I was anticipating that. I was going to anticipate Logan using his weight to go ahead and just kind of like constantly push on Floyd, especially because his wrestling background, he's going to have more grappling, and Floyd gave him kudos for that.
yeah,
But
he just the grappling and whatever, him being a wrestler. I'm sorry. I've never even seen Logan wrestle, so I can't really take
He wrestled Paulo Costa. He did really good too.
He was surviving, but if it came down to the wire, who do you honestly think would win, Logan Paul or Paulo Costa?
Paulo Costa.
I think Paulo Costa would definitely end up pulling that shit out. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know,
it is Paulo Costa. He has the highest strikes, power strikes landed per minute.
It's a big dude. He was on a winning streak for a cool minute, minus the steroids. I'm not saying he does steroids, but that dude's pretty big. He's like we were talking about. I'm drinking this special juice or whatever. This juice, it's like he's holding it in like a canteen or whatever. It's like all orange or some shit. It's got some papaya, some shit in there.
Papaya seeds or whatever.
Some seeds in there. Yeah, and I'm just like, what the hell? So you want the whole universe to believe that you're getting big off of this fucking juice? You're like, no. Like, I'm not buying that shit at all. I'm not accusing you of anything, but I'm saying I'm just not buying that. You got to give me another bullshit excuse, bro, because that one ain't working.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
But to circle back with Logan, I was looking at the stats. What we do know with the stats between Logan and Floyd is that Logan threw over 100 jabs and over 100 power shots. He only landed 7 jabs and 21 power shots. Floyd, both threw.
I thought
Floyd and
0. I thought Logan threw 1 and Mayweather threw 7 in the first round.
I don't know what it was round per round.
He was jabbing, but he wasn't. That doesn't mean he was landing.
I don't know what it was round per round, but
keeping him away.
Overall fight, Logan threw over 100 jabs, over 100 power shots. He landed 7 jabs and then 21 power shots. Floyd threw less than 100.
He probably landed like 10 punches.
No, he landed 21 power shots and 7 jabs, and his accuracy was 16%. Floyd threw less than 100 jabs and less than 100 power shots. He landed 7 jabs, and then he landed 36 power shots, and his accuracy was, I think, like 20-30+%. So I think the stats for itself speak for itself.
I do know is that all Mayweather's stats and all his shit was like 30%. I just saw in a row 30%, 35%, 40%.
Yeah, he was clearly dominating.
Logan Paul's 6%, 17%, 22%. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's because he kept on throwing. He was constantly throwing.
It's nowhere in Mayweather's ballpark. That's what I'm saying. Like, clearly Mayweather said he was going to entertain or he was going to knock you out. And clearly, watching that fight, we know which decision he made. Like,
yeah, he won. I feel like.
So how can you sit there as a Jake Paul bitch and say, not you, but I'm saying, like, how can you sit there and whoever follows this Jake Paul guy, I mean, sit here and say that, you know what I'm saying, like that he's like the guy to beat anybody? Like, no, I don't see any of that happening. Like, he's
and so plus with the whole thing, they were both talking shit, saying that they were gonna knock each other out.
Jake
but they
Paul
both
said that his brother beat Mayweather. He beat your career. You see that post he made?
No,
Jake Paul made
no. I don't
like,
know what Jake
got your career.
I don't know Jake was watching, but
he got your career
because it's like
he got your career.
Yeah, Logan threw more strikes, but he missed almost all of them. He only landed 16% of the time. That plays a factor.
Shit,
you could throw as much as you
joke.
want, but it doesn't make a difference if it's not being effective and it's not landing.